Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Storm Collectibles Golden Axe Tyris. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard Storm Collectibles window box packaging, featuring some great throwback artwork of Tyris Flair. And if we turn the box around, multiple comic book-like panels and images showcasing the figure in multiple posing positions with her different interchangeable parts and accessories. So with the box out of the way, let's go ahead and crack this figure open and let her breathe. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Tyris. Now, I think it's so cool that Storm Collectibles is even making Golden Axe figures. I think it's so awesome. And we're finally getting another actual, human, hero character, which I think is really cool in the form of Tyris here. And I think she looks so awesome. Now, I always thought it was funny that this is in an era back in, the 80s when barbarians were just pretty much just wearing bikinis, and that's exactly what this is. Now the muscle structure all looks great. She's rocking some hard abs there, and my girl here clearly got a big old fat booty. She got the yams, which is looking awesome. She even got the back dimples. That's really hot, but really nice long legs. I love the long legs on here. Looks really good with some red boots. She's got some matching bracers to match her bikini here, which looks really good too. But again, I always thought it was funny because, why are they never wearing legit armor? I mean, I'm gonna bring in my guy here too. Dude's just wearing a Speedo with some bracers and boots. Why are they not wearing more armor and stuff when they're fighting all kinds of monsters and skeletons and things like that? It's always a little weird to me, but I mean, is what it is. It was a different time, but it's still really, really funny, and I love it. I just love the way it turned out. Everything about this looks really good. The head sculpt, in my opinion, looks really, really nice. I think they captured the look of that great. The eyes look perfect. And when it comes to paint, I rarely see any QC when it comes to Storm Collectibles. Even there's a little bit of paint right there on the cheek. You see a little bit of pink on there. The lips look really nice. And the hair looks awesome. I just love the way this looks, man. So yeah, I think she turned out great. Super excited about this. Now for accessories here, we do get interchangeable hands, so we got things more like curled fingered, stylized posing hands. We got closed fisted hands. We got flared out fingered hands. We got even pointing hands, things like that. And we do got a gripping hand like so. But I'm a little curious. I got two fisted hands for the right side, but only one gripping hand. So I don't know if that's an error, or I was supposed to get a second gripping hand. I'm not sure, so let me know if you guys have her and it's the same for you. So I'm not sure why I have two fisted hands for this figure. That was a little weird, and I only get the one gripping hand for the right side. So again, let me know in the comments if yours is the same way or if I just got a little bit of a defect here. So yeah, let me know. We also do get a sword, which is awesome. I love the way this turned out, the gold, the silver, this really nice worn gunmetal for the handle and the guard right there. Looks really cool, so I love that. And the hands do switch up pretty easily. They're just on those standard pegs, and I could take the gripping hand right here and then slide this in like that. And I love the fact that the hands are kind of gummy, so it holds the weapons pretty good. So I love that. That works out really, really nice. But we also do get an interchangeable head in the form of this more angry battle head, which I think looks really good. Has a more angry expression look on her face, the more gritting teeth, different hair. But one thing that's really cool, the hair pieces on both heads are interchangeable. You can actually slide off the bangs here, which makes it look a little funny. And if you want to take the bangs from this one and then maybe put it on here, you could do that. Something like that would work really good. Or you could pull off this whole back piece and switch that off as well. You can just see how it's stuck in there like that. So that actually works really good, and it does give you a little more options. So you want maybe just the flared bangs with the straight back hair, pop that on, and now you have a bit of a different look for her. So again, I think that's pretty awesome. So now moving on with her articulation here, the head is on a ball joint, so it rolls around fairly nicely. Does turn left and right a bit. It's gonna hit the downed hair is gonna hinder a little bit. Kind of goes over the shoulders where it kind of does that down look thing because it hits right here. This hair is gonna be a little better because it's a little more flared back, so it's gonna give you a little more clearance. You can go up and down Arms can go full 360 like so, up and out that far. And we do get a cupped butterfly joint in there, but you can see how this one kind of pops out a little bit. And it's kind of due to this whole upper torso piece, because her boobs right here are kind of like a separate piece, and you can see how they float over the inner frame like that. And I noticed you will get little gapping, and kind of like when you crunch her forward, you can see all the inner pieces, and when you push it back, it might get caught right there, so you kind of have to work it and flex it around so that doesn't get creased or anything like that. So it's a little of a bit of a pain in the butt, especially again with this cup joint here. It's been popping out on me a lot, so I don't know if it's just mine or what. So you kind of have to like maneuver things around to get it going okay. So that looks pretty good. So again, up and out, rotation at the bicep. We got a single bend at the elbow, but it does bend past 90. Rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We get a double ball peg in the midsection right here, and then going down into her crotch area, so that rolls around very nicely. Does turn left and right, crunches back and forth, and pivots side to side. Legs and hips can kick all the way up very, very far. That's really nice. Down, splits all the way out right there, and that's a view for you guys, right? But that looks really good too. Rotation in the upper thigh. Double jointed knees that work very nicely. Nothing at the boot, but ankles go up and down. A sweet ankle rocker, and then we do get toe articulation. So her articulation again works very good in my opinion. But again, it is stuff like this. Like you can see how just from me doing this, it's kind of getting in there, and you kind of can just kind of move things around. It's kind of be a pain in the butt. But once you get her in a good pose, it all looks really good in my opinion. So either way, I still like the way she turned out. So now I'm going to bring in her mount here, which is this blue dragon, which is freaking awesome. I love this. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I really liked the first one we got, the more reddish orange dragon. So this one looks really cool, and if I remember, wasn't the blue dragon just like a player 2 dragon? I can't remember, to be honest with you, so remind me if that's a thing or not. Maybe I'm just making that up in my head. But this looks so awesome, man. The head sculpt looks really good in my opinion. The eyes look so nice. He's got really deep red in there. I'm just gonna get a nice little close-up zoom in there. Boom, look how awesome that looks. The teeth, the tongue, the whole harness around the head looks really good. I love how that dark blue fades into that light blue. And then you got the little bit of gloss right there for like the beak right there. Looks really good, so I love that variety. And then the scales all look really nice. Again, you have that green for the belly here, but then he has that light blue that fades into the dark blue, and then you got more of his spikes going down all the way to the tail. Now the tail is a separate piece. You're gonna have to pop that in, and it's a really tricky piece to get on there. It's really hard, so mine might fall off a little bit because I know I don't have that in there anywhere as secure as I would like. But you get this harness here that can be removed if you really want to. There's a pretty soft pile packs where you see the what is this, stirrups? I think these are called, or no, these are stirrups. Is it? I don't know, saddle technology words, whatever, but it all looks really nice. The sculpt just again looks really good down to the feet there, looking awesome. Right there, even the bottom of the feet look really good. So I just love this, man. Now we'll bring in the orange one here, or the red dragon, whatever you want to call this, and they are the exact same sculpts, looking really awesome. So this looks super cool. This one came with our guy over here. This was the first set like that, but I mean, it really doesn't matter. You can actually, since they're the same sculpt and mold, I should say, you could put him with this one and then her with the red one, however you like. You know, since he is rocking blue, maybe you could do this with the blue dragon here, and then since she is rocking red, maybe you could put him with her with the red dragon here. So however you like. I just think that's really cool that again we're getting options. And then I cannot wait for the other one that comes with that, was it the chicken, whatever his name, that mount was. I just can't wait for that. That's gonna be my favorite one. But again, this looks super good, and for him we actually do get an accessory in the form of this fire effect piece. It is a pretty hollowed plastic, but I mean, it's still huge. Like, compare it to the actual figure here, the thing is actually taller than her, so that's pretty amazing. And you kind of just rest this on the floor, and it can open his mouth like that and make it look like he's spitting fire. So I think that's super dope, man. Storm Collectibles, in my opinion, just makes such great quality effect pieces, and it feels really good. Even though it's hollow, you can tell this is a really good piece of plastic right there, so I love that. So now his articulation, we get a head, a ball peg at the base of the head right there, just like that, rolls all around, do all the things you need to do. Again, the jaw right here, the lower jaw is articulated. Same thing with the bottom of the neck like that, rotate, spin around, roll around, do that. Shoulders can go forward and backwards, out a little bit. We get elbow articulation, rotation right there, hinges and swivels at the wrist right there. Same thing with the hind legs, kind of kick back and forth. Don't really go out that much, but the knees can go back and forth. A little bit of, actually almost no rotation there. The ankles can go up and down, rotate. We do get toe articulation. And then this tail piece is on a ball peg. So it's really, really tight, so just be careful with that. I know mine's not on there sturdy, but it is a separate piece again. But it all works out really good, and I'm just, again, really, really happy with that. So if you want to take her, you can get her like this, get her in a nice seating position like that. You can maneuver these right here. Since they're a really softer, pliable type of rubbery type of material, you can maneuver the feet like that and put them under there like so. You can get the stirrups right here and put them in the hand, however you need to do it, and then pose her however you like, which I think is so cool. This whole set is really awesome. Again, I just love the fact that they're doing Golden Axe, and this is definitely a quality piece, and in my opinion, a definite must get. So for a quick size comparison, here she is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and Mafex Batman figure. Also for comparison, here she is standing next to the Storm Collectibles Axe Battler. And just for fun, here she is with little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Storm Collectibles Tyris Flare. Now overall, I think she turned out really rad, and I always think it's really funny that some of these older characters didn't really wear a lot of armor, but had to go through quite a bit of hell, and she's initially just wearing a bikini, which, you know what, it's fine. Back in those days, all you had to worry about was the physique, and if they look like a badass, that's all that mattered, and she does. She looks like a total badass. The articulation works very well. Just again, be careful with some of the areas like the torso piece, that soft outer body part can kind of get stuck in certain places with gapping and things like that, but it can be adjusted and it'll turn out fine. I love the hair, it looks so good. I love the fact that you can interchange the different hair pieces to the different face sculpts, which looks awesome once you have it all together. Her sword is great, all the interchangeable hands are perfect, and I absolutely love the freaking dragon, man. That mount is so cool, and yes, we've seen it before and just in a different deco, but the different tones of blue look so good. The sculpt is incredible. It's a big, impressive piece, fully articulated, and it just works as a solid mount. I even love that flame effect piece, which really adds to it, which I think is super cool and a lot better than the first release that we got with it. Overall, this set is so rad, and I really hope that Storm Collectibles continues to make more figures like this based on older video games that we never really got figures of, and again, they're killing it. So if you love Golden Axe like I do, then I think you will absolutely love this set. So be excellent to each other, and stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.